Warhammer Fest predictions. We're going to go through talking about the article because they've got a really cool picture up. They've got the banners like they normally do for Warhammer Fest, and I think this sort of gives us an idea of what is coming for everything in the armies and indeed the games that are going to be shown. But some of these, I think, are a little bit more harder to call on what exactly we're getting than others. And so, Warhammer Fest will be between the 4th and 7th of May. It'll be an online-only thing, culminating with the Warhammer Horus Heresy Day at the end. Unfortunately, that event sold out. I know a ton of people missed out on tickets, but I have no doubt it is going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait for Horus Heresy. Hopefully the box set's not too costly, but the action will kick off on the 4th of the year, targeted with May and all of that. And you won't believe what's coming. We can see this massive sort of creature here, which is pretty awesome. But for me, this here is what I want to talk about. So there'll be 4 full days of reveals, right? We've got Wednesday for Warhammer 40k, Thursday for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Friday for Specialist Games on Kill Team, Warcry and Necromunda, and then Saturday for Horus Heresy. Now, last year, I would say these days were pretty bare. In all honesty, I did think last year we saw very little on each day. There were only about a half an hour show on each day, rather than, the hour or the 2 hour long show that we're used to from most of these big sort of events. So I wouldn't expect an awful lot from each and every day. Some days may have more than others. And you can see the banners here at the top of the picture. And this is what I want to talk about, because last year, these sort of led into what we saw, and I think some of these are pretty easy to call. And so, we've got 6 different games being shown. We've got 40k, Age of Sigmar, and Horus Heresy. Obviously, we know that's going to be the big one. And then we've got Kill Team, Warcry, and Necromunda thrown together on the single day. Now, the fact that those 3 are thrown together on the one day does give me hope that maybe 40k and Age of Sigmar do have a little bit more coming to them. Which is exciting for those 2 games. I think 40k, based on what these banners are, definitely is going to have something really exciting. But let's sort of take a look. We'll go through each game and then we'll point out some banners at the top. So for starters, 40k, there are 2 banners at the top here that scream out to me. Well, actually 3. You can see the one on the first row, the one second in on the left-hand side, and the one on the far right are both Leagues of Votann, which is really interesting. That square, we've seen pictures of the squat, or whatever you want to call him, the Votania, Votanna, Votanist, whatever they're called. And then, of course, that's the Votann sort of face mask for the dwarves and stuff. But we have seen that as the image, and it makes perfect sense. We are going to see more Leagues of Votann stuff. This is an obvious one. But the other one that reaches out 40k to me is, of course, the Chaos Space Marine helm. I think we're just going to see the the army book and stuff like that for Chaos Space Marines. I don't think we're going to see any new kits for Chaos Space Marines. Now, there has been rumours of Khorne for Chaos Space Marines, and perhaps that is maybe the one with the skulls on the banner, though I do think that could be something else as well. So that's definitely an interesting one. There's definitely maybe 2 Chaosy ones. I've got my suspicions about others, though. And so, Leagues of Votann and Chaos Space Marines, I think, is what we're going to see for Warhammer 40k, which would be really interesting. And I think we'll see a lot more Leagues of Votann than we will 40k. Than we will Chaos Space Marines for 40k, I mean. Now, moving on to Warhammer Age of Sigmar. There are 2 banners here that just scream straight out at me. And that is, we've got 2 Sylvaneth banners in here. There's one third in on the left from the middle. And then we've got the largest banner on the right-hand side as well. They're both Sylvaneth. I mean, one of them's got leaves. Both of them have leaves and the swirly stuff that's all Sylvaneth. This does get me excited because we thought we were going to see some Skaven alongside the Sylvaneth. And maybe Skaven are a little bit further off. Maybe that book is not coming because none of these banners here say Skaven to me at all. And so, are we going to see Sylvaneth more? Because, are we going to get a bigger Sylvaneth? Are Sylvaneth actually going to get additional models? And I try not to get myself excited for this, but are we going to see some Kernothi additions? That'd be really, really cool. Seeing some new models added to the Sylvaneth line. I'm an old Warhammer Fantasy Wood Elf player. I love the Sylvaneth. Be really, really cool to see. But yeah, there's no Skaven banner at all here, so that leaves me wondering, well, are we not going to see any Skaven? Is the battle tome a little bit further away for Skaven? Is it going to be Order first? I can't remember in the original picture, did they show the Order one front and on the left, or did they show the Chaos one on the left? But moving on to Friday the 6th, Warhammer 40k Kill Team. We can see the Kill Team logo on the right hand side, second one in from the middle. That's one of the Kill Team logos. And so I think that's just what we're seeing there. And we've also got another Kill Team logo by the looks of it on the middle one on the left as well. I think they're both Kill Team logos. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to see. That's weird. Is it maybe like Inquisition, maybe? And skull with the bones around it. I really... yeah, is it Inquisition and Demon Hunters maybe for Kill Team? That would be maybe my thought, something inquisitorial by what we're seeing here. But I'm not really sure with the Kill Team stuff on what we're going to see. Warcry is the interesting one for me. Now, I said Chaos Space Marines looked like they had two, and they potentially could be the one with the skulls, but I think because this Chaos Space Marines one, right, you look at that helmet and it's got the, you look at the top of the banner, it's got the Chaos icon, the smallest banner on the left-hand side as well. That, to me, says that that red one on with the skulls on top, that is our Warcry banner. I think we're going to see a new warband. I think this is going to be something for Red Harvest. We're going to see maybe a Khornate-themed warband. Could be pretty cool for Warcry. That would be what I'm sort of guessing at here. Necromunda on the other side, we can clearly see we've got the Ash Wastes there as well. The Ash Nomads on their banner. But that also... Okay, now I look at that. That's the same as the one I thought maybe was for Warcry. I didn't think of that before. Didn't notice that in my own thought bubble. So, okay, that changes my thoughts. Maybe we're seeing the Khornate Chaos dudes on Necromunda, as well as the Ash Nomads, and then maybe we're seeing Sylvaneth for Warcry. Maybe we're seeing a Sylvaneth Warband. Are we going to get a Kernothi Warband for Warcry? Ooh. I think that actually is probably what I'm going to go with, I think. And then, of course, we've got the Horus Heresy. You can see the Eye of Horus and the Imperial Fist logo. We know that's for Horus Heresy. We've already been shown that. That's a given on what we're seeing. Warcry is the one that stumps me. I think maybe we're going to see Sylvaneth, but yeah, it's the only banner that makes sense for it. Just given the Ash Nomads have the same as that Khorne sort of tattered red banner. I think we're seeing Sylvaneth for Warcry and for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which would be really cool. They're currently... put Scapes Wild Hunt on Last Chance to Buy, so does that mean maybe we're going to see a Kernothi line as well? Could be really interesting. But what do you think we're going to see on each of these days? That's my sort of breakdown of it all. I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks we're going to see, and what do you want to see from it? Leagues of Votann are going to be the really interesting one. Sylvaneth, the fact that maybe it's for Warcry and Age of Sigmar is interesting as well. I'm not really sure what we're going to see for Kill Team. And then, of course, these two other like Warhammer banners are for Warhammer Plus. We're going to probably see a couple of TV shows, shows revealed. Let us know down in the comments below what you think and what you would like to see, though. Well, that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And leave a comment down below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine community here at Cinderful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. And lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so either via Patreon or YouTube members, and both of those are linked again down in the video's description. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, I'd like to give a shout out to them all. So a special thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Dynet226 and Derek. And a special shout out to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Shelf, Ariana Airwoods, and Sean Scott. Lastly, a special thanks, first of all, to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for our channel, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing Discord server background work for us. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.